Testing one, testing one. Okay, ne? Now okay? Now all right? Can you hear me now? Yes. Yes. So we have to discuss people paper number one today. Paper number one. So, we have planned to uh, yeah, go with this paper series for 2027. It's not too early, right? I think it's the right time. We have to slowly, once in 2 weeks' time, we have to discuss a paper. Plan is to give you the courage to study and to keep you keep you studying and then answering questions. So, and to make this a routine in your life rather than paper become some special event in your life. Answering papers, you don't do it often. And then once in a way, 2 3 months time, you write a paper and then you study separately for that. We'll just get rid of that, right? Every 2 weeks, we discuss for a paper and then we do a paper. So once in a way, people will have a main paper, right? Where you come and write regular type of a paper, but we'll take it quite simple way, right? So we go on continuously studying, right, and discussing and doing papers. So we'll get used to it, right? So it's the beginning of this work. People, I have given you the market scheme last time. Last Saturday, I gave you the market scheme. So we'll start with the question number one. Ability to respond to stimuli received from internal and external environment. Ability to respond to stimuli from internal and external environment. Respond to stimuli received. Adaptation, irritability, growth and development, movement. What do you take, people? Irritability. We'll take second one as the answer. Question number two, correct sequence of hierarchical levels of organization of living organism. Correct sequence of hierarchical levels of organization of living materials. Cell, organ system, individual, organelle, cell, tissue, organ, tissue, organ. Organ, repeat, ne? Individual, population, community, biosphere. Correct sequence of hierarchical levels. If you take the first one, cell, organ, it repeats, ne? Organ, repeat 2 times. So we'll just leave that. Organelle, cell, tissue, organ, organelle, cell, organelle, cell, tissue, organ. Correct sequence of hierarchical levels of organization of living organism. Organelles, cells, tissues, organs. That's also correct, ne? Tissue, organs, organ. Sorry, I think I made a mistake, ne? Organ system, ne? Cell, organ system, individual. So here, tissue missing, ne? So we'll take it as wrong because of that. Organelle, cell, tissue. Organelles, cells, tissue. Tissue, organ system. Tissue, organ system, species wrong, ne? They got to be individual, ne? Individual, population, community, biosphere. That's okay, ne? And then biosphere, ecosystem. That's wrong, ne? Right? So I got 2 answers here. Organelle, cell, tissue, and organ. That's also correct, ne? I'll take second and fourth as the answer. Second and fourth as answers. I think in your market scheme, I have just mentioned only fourth one. So can you take it as second and fourth? Second and fourth, right? Second question, eh? Second and fourth. Right, next one, people, question number 3. Question number 3. Elemental combination of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus. Elemental combination of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus found in proteins, found in some carbohydrates, found in all lipids, make up to 96% of living matter, found in some phospholipids. Elemental composition of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus. Found in proteins, wrong, neither. Protein has sulfur. Found in some carbohydrates, wrong, ne? Found in all lipids, wrong, ne? Make up to 96% of living materials, wrong, ne? Found in some phospholipids, that is correct. So I think third one I can take, fifth one as the answer. Question number 4. Which of the following statement is correct regarding properties of water? High surface tension is given to water molecule due to adhesion. High surface tension is given to water molecules by adhesion. Surface tension comes due to cohesion. Wrong. Water will function as a thermal buffer in living systems due to high heat of vaporization. Water will function as a thermal buffer in living systems due to high heat of vaporization. High heat of vaporization. Thermal buffer. High heat of vaporization or high heat capacity, neither. So we'll take it as wrong. Solubility of solutes depends on the ionic nature, wrong, ne? And high heat of vaporization of water helps to maintain body temperature at constant level. Help to maintain body temperature at constant level. Not wrong, neither. Correct, neither. We can take it as correct. And then when temperature of water falls, the density of water always increases. Temperature falls, density always increases, wrong, ne? Below 4 degrees Celsius, density increases, that we can agree. But from room temperature down to 4 degrees Celsius, density rises. So at 4 degrees Celsius, the highest density, neither. Question number 5. Due to high heat of vaporization, what act as a thermal buffer? High density of water can be reduced. High density of water can be reduced. High heat of vaporization, high density of water can be reduced. An organism can release low heat energy with its minimal loss of water. Organisms can be prevented from overheating. Can only be contributed to moderate temperature. Can only be contributed to moderate the temperature. Can only be contributed to moderate temperature. Can only be contributed to moderate temperature. Wrong. We'll take the fourth one as the best answer. If you have any arguments, please let me know. Question number 6. Cohesion of water molecule is usually high due to hydrogen bonds among water molecules. Therefore, what's the question? Water has low density. Cohesion of water molecules usually high due to hydrogen bonds among water molecules. Therefore, water has low density. Water has low density, cohesion. Wrong, neither. Continuous water column is formed, that is correct. Organisms can survive in water bodies. Organisms can survive in water bodies. Organisms can survive in water bodies. Cohesion. Organisms can survive in water bodies. Water can act as a versatile solvent. can prevent organisms from overheating. I think people, second is a better answer. A continuous water column is formed within the xylem vessel and that rotates due to cohesion. Other statements are not relevant. Neither. Question number 7. Question number 7. Which of the following is the smallest carbohydrate? I'll take first one, glyceraldehyde, as the answer because it's a 3 carbon containing uh, sugar molecule. Oh, carbohydrate. Which of the following is structural polymer? Which of the following is a structural polymer? Starch, hemoglobin, glycogen, casein, cellulose. Which of the following is a structural polymer? Starch is storage, neither. Hemoglobin, no. Glycogen, no. Casein, no. Cellulose is the answer. So 8, answer is 5. Question number 9. Which of the following is found in plants as structural and branched form? As a structural and the branch form. Cellulose. Cellulose unbranched. Structural but unbranched. Hemicellulose. Structural and branched. Amylopectin. Storage and branch. Inulin. Storage and unbranched. Then starch, storage. So we got the answer. Second. Question number 10. Select the correct answer. All storage polysaccharide store glucose as energy source. All storage polysaccharide store glucose as energy store. All storage polysaccharides store glucose as energy source. Storage polysaccharides store glucose. All storage polysaccharides store glucose as energy source. Wrong, neither, because inulin, you can't agree with inulin. And then people, monosaccharides are obtained from condensation reaction of disaccharides. Monosaccharides are obtained from condensation reaction of disaccharides. Wrong. Disaccharides are obtained by condensation of monosaccharides. A polysaccharide, namely sucrose, is translocated in the phloem. Polysaccharide, namely sucrose, is translocated in the phloem. Namely sucrose is translocated in the phloem. Sucrose is translocated in the phloem. Polysaccharide, namely sucrose, translocated in the phloem. Correct, ne? Wrong, neither. Why? Not a polysaccharide, ne? Right? Not a polysaccharide, ne? Wrong. Polysaccharide named sucrose. Some monosaccharides are components of nucleic acids, ekahari, ribose, deoxyribose, right? And ribose. All carbohydrates consist of glycosidic bonds. No, monosaccharides don't have glycosidic bonds. That's present in disaccharides and polysaccharides. So we got the answer, fourth, people. Question number 11. Which of the following statement regarding phospholipid is correct? Which of the following statement regarding phospholipid is correct? Phospholipids are present in all cells. Phospholipids are present in all cells. Yeah, correct. The phosphate group of 1 glycerol are present in phospholipid molecule. 2 phosphate groups of 1 and 1 glycerol. No, neither. Wrong. Phospholipid molecules provide the mosaic nature to no. Proteins provide that. Phospholipids are macromolecules. No. Hydrophilic head of phospholipid contain only phosphate and choline molecule. No. Glycerol also. So I think we can go with the first one as the answer. Question number 12. Backbone of amino acid consists of. Backbone of amino acid consists of only R group. Only R group. Carboxylic group and amino group. Backbone of an amino acid consists of only R group. Backbone has no R group, neither. Hydrogen group is there, carboxylic group, amine group, that alpha carbon is there. Carboxylic group, amino group, and hydrogen atom. I think third is suitable, ne? Third suitable. Question number 13. All proteins are non-polymers. All proteins are non-polymers. All proteins are non-polymers. All proteins are non-polymers. All proteins are polymers. All proteins are non-polymers. Have different 21 amino acids in the formation. Have intermolecular interactions. Have peptide bonds. Have 4 structural levels. All proteins are non-polymers. Wrong. Have 21 amino acids in the formation. Wrong. 20 amino acids, right? Intermolecular interactions. All proteins have intermolecular interactions. Intra. Inter can between neither. All proteins have intermolecular interactions. All polymers, all proteins have peptide bonds. That's correct. Have 4 structural levels. No, all proteins don't have all 4 structural levels. Now, for an example, keratin just have primary and secondary. That's all. So I'll take fourth one as the answer there. Moving to next page. Question number 14. Which of the following polymers that have storage function? Casein, polymer, storage, correct ne? Starch, polymer, storage, hurry. Hemicellulose, polymer, storage, wrong ne? DNA, polymer, and have storage. Genetic information, storage of genetic information ne? And then lactose, not a polymer ne? So ABD, ABD, ABD. What's your answer? I have given as ABE. ABD. Storage of genetic information. Polymer. I'll take ABD. Lama ABD, not ABE. Okay. Any arguments? ABD. ABD. Any arguments? No arguments? Come on. Molecules which found in polymeric cell wall component in organisms. Molecules which are found as a polymeric cell wall component in organism. Found as polymeric cell wall components in organisms. Molecules which are found as polymeric cell wall components. Cellulose, polymer. Phospholipids. Wrong. Chitin, polymer. Hemicellulose, polymer. Keratin, wrong. ACD, second one. ACD. You know there is a key, right? ACD means second choice. Second choice. You can take it as ACD. 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 Have I given the key? Ah, yes, ne? ACD second then, ne? ACD second. All right. So moving to structured questions. Moving to structured. Someone asked a question. Okay, no question. Ne? Right. So we are moving to the structured essay paper. Structured essay paper. Right. Structured paper. Right. First question. Metabolism and irritability are some characteristics of organisms. Metabolism and irritability are some characteristics of organisms. What is meant by each of them? Right. Look at these terms. Will metabolism, sum of all chemical activities that take place in an organism is the metabolism. Irritability, ability to respond to stimuli from both external and internal environment. Name the structure which controls specific physiological, morphological, behavioral genes. This is from introduction biology. What is the main cellular organelle which the above mentioned structure is present? Nucleus. Why water is considered as vital inorganic molecule on this planet? Why it is considered as vital inorganic compound on the planet? Why water? Because it's a constituent. Second one, it provides biological medium. What is polarity of water? Uneven charge distribution. Uneven charge distribution. One ask a question. What's that? So DNA is wrong for that. Second A. DNA second A can මොකක්ද? Name the structure which controls specific physiological, morphological, and behavioral characters of organisms. Okay, DNA, correct. But I think that was given for genes somewhere. Genes control specific morphological. I think it was given like that. So DNA is okay, but it's actually the genes are acting as units of controlling characters. So I won't give marks for DNA. Take it as genes, okay? Because that is how it is given in the resource book. So, is all carbohydrate consist of glycosidic bond? Statement is wrong. Why? Because carbohydrates are monosaccharides, disaccharides, polysaccharides are carbohydrates. So you don't see glycosidic bonds present in monosaccharides. Do you see in monosaccharides? Glycosidic bonds are not present in the monosaccharide. It's present between disaccharides and polysaccharides, right? So I think you can understand that. Is it okay? Right. Then moving to fourth question, indicate how to group carbohydrates according to the carbonyl, aldoses and ketosis. Aldoses and ketosis, and you can give the examples. Aldoses, glucose and galactose. Ketose, only one ketose is given in our syllabus. What is that? Fructose. But you learn another one, neither. You learn another one, ne? What is that? I said ribulose, ne? Ribulose is a ketose too. Indicate one function of each of the following polysaccharide, hemicellulose, component of plant cell wall. Inulin, stored in tubers of dahlia. Indicate the color of each of the following chemical substance used in laboratory. Sudan 3, red, red brown. I think Sudan is red color, red color. We'll take it as red color, not red brown. We'll take red color solution. Sudan is red in color. And then biurate reagent is blue color. That's correct. Name three types of macromolecules. Name three types of macromolecules. Polysaccharide proteins and nucleic acid. Polysaccharide proteins and nucleic acids. And then monomers of them, polysaccharide, monosaccharide is the monomer. Protein, amino acid is the monomer. Nucleic acid, nucleotide is the monomer. Draw a structure of glycerol. So you can draw the structure of glycerol. You can draw the structure of glycerol. Okay, so structure of glycerol, you can draw that. Three carbon present like this. And then OH. How many OH present? 3 OH. OH, OH, OH. Right? So hydrogen, You can do like that. Okay, right. Next one. State the mostly found main type of organic compound of each of the following. Circular chromosomes, mostly found main type of organic compound in each of the following. Wait, what is given? Mm, circular chromosome. Circular chromosome, nucleic acid, or else you can write DNA, right? Nucleic acid or DNA. And then a compound of middle lamella, carbohydrates. Middle lamella of plant cell wall, carbohydrates, or else you can say calcium, magnesium pectate, right? Pectate, calcium, magnesium, and calcium pectate, calcium pectate. Major organic compound in each of the following. Mostly found main type of organic compound kila hanne. Then I think I'm wrong because we had write the types groups ne. So I'll go according to the market scheme, people, right? Nucleic acid, and I'll take it as carbohydrates. Name the monomer of the following components. Name the monomer of the following components. Components of fungal cell wall. Component of fungal cell wall. Uh, Glucosamine. Yeah, that's correct. Because it's chitin, the chitin contain glucosamine. Spider silk fiber. Spider silk fiber, amino acid. Why? Because it's keratin. Sorry, because it is what do you call the fibrin, spider silk fiber, and so amino acid materials that transmit genetic information in dikaryotic cell, deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. So that's all for the structured part. Now we come for the essay paper. Now, people, this paper is very short, ne? But I think I can include two structured from paper number two, and then I'll include people two essay questions also. I realize now this is piece of cake, very short, ne? We have only one structured 15 MC. We'll keep 15 MCQs, that's enough. And two structured and two essays we'll discuss per week. Briefly describe the basic chemical nature of protein based on their elemental composition, monomers, and chemical structure. Describe the basic chemical nature of proteins. Right, people, proteins are made up of amino acid. 20 different amino acids are present forming proteins. Nucleotide can be written for that. Nucleotides can be written for that. Which one? Material transmit genetic information. I think deoxyribonucleic acid. Then name the monomer of the following compound. Okay. Yeah, I think it has to be deoxyribonucleotide. Nucleotide. Okay. Not nucleic acid. Nucleotide. So I'm wrong here. I'm wrong. Harini. Deoxyribonucleotide. Yeah. Deoxyribonucleotide, not nucleic acid. That's wrong. That is wrong. Right. Then moving people for this essay part. Elemental composition, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur present in proteins. At the center of the amino acid, a asymmetric carbon atom present. Each amino acid is composed of an amino group, carboxyl group, hydrogen atom, and variable R group symbolized as R. The R group also called the side chain, and then rest of the part is taken as the backbone. And then amino acids may have one or more carboxyl group and amine group. Amino groups are alkaline nature. Carboxyl groups are acidic in nature. So what do you call the molecule? Amphoteric, ne? So still we are describing basic chemical nature of proteins. Right, moving to next page. Moving to next page. Therefore, amino acids are amphoteric. Two amino acids undergo condensation reaction and then removes water and then forms a peptide bond. Therefore, four level of structures are present. Primary structure, unique, the sequence of linear arranged amino acid. Secondary structure, this is formed due to intramolecular hydrogen bonds. Tertiary structure, secondary structure can be beta pleated or alpha helixes. Tertiary structure, secondary polysaccharide chain bend and fold and form the compact unique structure. We call that as the tertiary level structure. And then tertiary level structure, hydrogen bonds, disulfide bonds, ionic bonds, van der Waals interactions available too. Ne? And then quaternary level structure, aggregations of two or more polypeptide chains are forming quaternary level structure. Right? And then separate chains are called as protein subunits, which are held together by intramolecular interactions. Hemoglobin, collagen are some examples. Right? So that's all. That's all. It's too short. Right? So finished too earlier than expected. Anyway, people, what are the sections to be evaluated for the next paper? You can suggest what section should I include questions. Now we have very limited. Ne? We'll go, people will discuss carbohydrates, nucleic acid. Ne? I will take a nucleic acid. And what's the next part we learn? Cell structure. Ne? Cell structure. We discussed these things very recently. Ne? We'll take people microscopy. Neither. We'll take microscopy, DNA part, and microscopy. Right. Well, I don't think I can make too structured because it's very, very small content. Neither. Right. So anyway, we are now learning things faster. So we'll take people microscopy, right, up to the electron microscope, right, and then DNA and electron microscope part will take into discussion. Right, we'll slowly, steadily, we'll go like this. If you think we should include, we learn enzymes also, ne? Right? Now that's enough for next week. Ne? So I'll be giving paper number 2 coming week, right? So be ready. This is easy, ne? Cheap work, ne? Very easy work, this one. But this will gradually advance people. So we can see that with the 2026 batch, we are now in the 13th paper. So, right, so it gradually improves. Don't worry. And then thank you very much for your participation. Right, I will see you soon. Right, I'll see you soon. Bye.